Kofi, I keep hearing about Osei Tutu in our history lessons, but I'm still confused. Who exactly was he, and why is he so important?
Osei Tutu was one of the greatest leaders in Ghana's history. He was the founder of the Ashanti Empire in the late 17th and early 18th centuries.
The Ashanti Empire? Wasn't it one of the strongest states in West Africa? Exactly. Under his leadership, the Ashanti Empire became a powerful and united kingdom. He brought together several Akan states under one authority. How did he manage to unite them? I imagine it couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't. Osei Tutu was both a skilled warrior and a wise diplomat. One of his key strategies was the creation of the Golden Stool, which symbolized the unity and spirit of the Ashanti people.
The Golden Stool? What's so special about it?
The stool wasn't just a physical object. Osei, a powerful priest, is said to have called it down from the heavens. It represented the soul of the Ashanti nation, and it became the ultimate symbol of authority.
That's impressive. But didn't he face challenges from other kingdoms?
Of course. One major conflict was with the Denkyira kingdom, which was a powerful rival at the time. Osei Tutu led the Ashanti to victory in the Battle of Fiasi around 1701, securing their independence and dominance in the region.
So, his leadership wasn't just about unity, but also about defending their freedom.
Exactly. Osei Tutu's legacy lives on, not only in the history of the Ashanti people, but also in Ghana's cultural heritage.
Thank you, Kofi. Now I understand why Osei Tutu is such a celebrated figure in our history.
You're welcome, It's always important to know the stories of those who shaped our past.
So, Kofi, you mentioned the Golden Stool earlier. Was it only a symbol, or did it have practical uses in governing the Ashanti Empire?
Good question, The Golden Stool wasn't just symbolic, it was central to Ashanti governance. It represented the unity of the chiefs and their loyalty to the Asantehene, the king. No one could sit on it, because it wasn't a throne but the embodiment of the Ashanti spirit.
That's fascinating. But what happened if someone tried to disrespect it?
Disrespecting the Golden Stool was considered the gravest offense. It could lead to war. For example, in the early 20th century, the British governor, Sir Frederick Hodgson, demanded to sit on the stool, and that sparked the War of the Golden Stool.
Really? That sounds intense. But let's go back to Osei Tutu. Did he have any close allies in building the empire?
Definitely. His most important ally was Osei, a powerful priest and spiritual leader. Together, they worked to unify the Ashanti states. Osei's mystical powers were crucial in convincing the chiefs to accept Osei Tutu as their leader.
What kind of mystical powers?
Well, there are many stories about his abilities. One of the most famous is how he planted a sword in the ground in Kumasi, declaring it would never be removed. To this day, the Osei sword remains stuck in the ground, and no one has been able to pull it out.
That's incredible. It must have given the people a sense of divine approval for Osei Tutu's rule.
Exactly. They believed Osei Tutu's leadership was ordained by the gods, which strengthened his authority.
But Osei Tutu wasn't a priest himself, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was primarily a warrior and a strategist. He reorganized the Ashanti military, creating a well-trained and disciplined army. This was essential for their victories, especially against powerful enemies like the Denkyira.
What about after his victory over the Denkyira? Did he continue expanding the empire?
Yes. After the defeat of the Denkyira, the Ashanti Empire expanded rapidly. Osei Tutu built alliances and conquered neighboring states, turning the empire into a major force in West Africa.
That sounds like a lot of power for one man. Did everyone support him?
Not always. Some rival chiefs challenged his authority, but Osei Tutu's combination of military strength, diplomacy, and the spiritual significance of the Golden Stool kept most of them loyal.
How did his reign end?
Osei Tutu's reign ended tragically. He was killed in battle around 1717 while fighting the Akayim, another powerful Akan state. His death was a significant loss, but the foundations he laid ensured the Ashanti Empire survived and thrived for over a century after him.
That's so sad. But his legacy seems to have lived on.
Absolutely, Amma. Osei Tutu is remembered as one of Ghana's greatest leaders, a unifier, and a symbol of strength. His contributions to the Ashanti people and Ghanaian history remain a source of pride.
Thank you, Kofi. Learning about Osei Tutu makes me even more proud of our history.
It should, Amma. Our history is full of incredible stories and leaders. We should cherish and learn from them.